Hi, friends, a very warm welcome to our session today on Reinventing a Life of Legacy. My name is Maria Pontis, with 4 decades of corporate journey, an author and a coach on a mission to help women planning to retire or retiring to reinvent a life of legacy. On our session today, I have an exciting guest speaker who will be here to share with us on her journey of retirement lifestyle planning. May I welcome Dr. Sandhya Advani. Dr. Sandhya Advani is a versatile professional with over 30 years of experience in various domains. She holds a bachelor's degree in Ayurveda and a master's in law. Learning is a way of life to her, and as recently in the last year, she completed a diploma in cyber law. In 2019, she retired as a director administration from Aslia Solutions Limited. Post-retirement, she has set up her own firm called topcoachmaria.com, which is into training on prevention of sexual harassment of women at the workplace. She is passionate about causes relating to women. Till date, she has trained 15,000 people and more. She is a council member of the Maharashtra Anti-Sexual Harassment Council of Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. She serves as an external member of the internal committee responsible for handling complaints of sexual harassment for organization with employees' strengths ranging from 100 to 1 lakh. And with this short introduction, a very warm welcome to you, Sandhya, and thank you for joining me on this session today. And we would love to hear from you as much as possible with your gold of experience that you come along on this session.
Thank you so much, Maria. Pleasure, connecting to you.
Yes. So friends, I've had a long association with Dr. Sandhya because we worked together at an IIT a couple of years back. We never lost each other in our network. And more recently, as a POSH trainer, I was fortunate to be trained by her through my own organization before I retired. So Sandhya has been one of those very, very resourceful person as an individual. Thank you, Sandhya. And let's get on to our journey and learn from you and your experiences. So when it came to your retirement plan, what is it that you did and what is it that you envisaged when you would retire in your life?
So I knew I would retire in 2019. I was also very clear about the fact that I wanted to be self-dependent.
Yes.
Of course, the organization did ask me that why don't you continue post-retirement and all. But somehow I had too much of corporate politics. So I wanted to do my own thing, right? And I started planning for it well in advance. So I've started planning as far back as 2017. Yeah, I don't know whether you've seen that movie Mission Mangal.
Yes.
You see, you are moving there is a planet which moves in its own orbit. Suddenly it gets a push. The orbit changes. That's what happened with me. There was an incident which happened with a security guard. And I realized that we are doing our trainings in POSH, that is prevention of sexual harassment of women. So we are doing our trainings in English. And I realized that if we had done our trainings in Hindi, probably this man would not have lost his job.
Oh,
so I volunteered to do the trainings in Hindi.
Okay.
And when I did the training, I had all, security guards, office boys, cafeteria staff, everybody attending. And I did a training for them and they really liked it. Okay. And they said, Madam, please, next month bhi hamare liye training karo. Please do a training for us next month. And I realized that this was something I enjoyed doing.
Okay.
And I thought about it that why don't I look at it as a second career post my retirement?
Oh.
And that's how I started, building up my skills. I, I did executive certification in Posh from NUJS, then also did the Dale, trained the trainer from Dale Carnegie.
Okay.
And that's how I started off my journey.
Wow. That's really planning for yourself well. Wonderful. So tell me, in addition to getting prepared, uh, what did you do when it came to your financial and health planning? Because that's also very important for us.
Absolutely, because when you're in a corporate job, at the end of the month you're going to get paid.
Yes.
So when you retire, well, you can't. There's no money coming in, so you have to plan out. So I had planned out in the sense I had done my investments and all, and I ensured that I had enough of. I had another house somewhere in which I sold off. I cleared all my debts and everything, and I ensured that I had enough of money for me to manage for at least 2 to 3 years without any problem. So I ensured I had that. And as far as my health is concerned, I ensured that I had adequate medical cover. So if ever I fell sick, it was already taken care of.
Great. And then what was the personal development you pursued to be where you are today? What was your journey like there?
So Maria, from 2017 to 2019, when everybody used to go watching movies on weekends and go here, go out, meet friends, I used to religiously sit and study. I wake up early in the morning, even on weekdays, maybe 4:30 or so, 4:30 to 6:30, study, read, prepare and build up my skills so that when I retired, there would be no waiting period. I would be ready to fly. So I sort of kept building up my skills, and I took up opportunities. For example, Lions Club invited me to give a speech on Posh. The Rotary Club invited me. I had some organizations which invited me to give a speech. So that's how I built up my theoretical knowledge as well as experience and being able to deliver a good training. So I kept doing that, and by the time the 2 years were over, I was ready and set to go.
Okay, so it's like you ended your professional journey and started with your second career. Amazing.
Yeah.
Hats off
and
to
even
you.
now, you see, I'm in a field which is related to law. It's a legal field.
Yes.
There are new judgments which keep coming, on a regular basis.
Yes.
One has to keep, one has to be aware of what are the recent judgments, what are the new developments which are happening in the field. Now, the clients which have been with me for the last 3 years, I have to keep telling them what is new, and you have to be updated. If you're not updated, you're out.
Absolutely.
Change is the only constant. You have to keep evolving.
Yes, true.
Whatever training, if I do today, after 6 months, I'm doing a training, it's a different training altogether. There are lots of new things which are there. So there's a constant learning for me as well as for my clients for whom I do trainings.
Wonderful, yeah. You really are like on the tee of taking care of even the current scenarios, and that's amazing. So I'd like to ask you, in addition to all this, what have kept you active in having fun with respect to your hobbies? Because, that's also part of the retirement lifestyle, I think is important. What is your take?
If you want to remain young, you got to keep learning.
Okay.
The mind needs to exercise. If you stop exercising, your mind is going to go stagnant. So you got to keep exercising your mind, keep learning new things. I have a whole long list even now. What is it that I want to learn? So one of the current things that I'm learning is numerology. So I want to learn numerology. Next after that is probably I want to learn astrology. Then I want to learn tarot reading. Then I want to learn probably I want to learn Reiki. Then I want to learn Ho'oponopono. So there's a whole long list which is there. So one by one, I like to keep learning, and that makes life exciting. But at the same time, I also enjoy life. I like to watch my movies and go out with my kids and all that. So I connect with my friends. And the way I have set up my work is such that I work from home, so I don't have to go punch a clock. But yes, I am disciplined enough to follow, like from 9:30 to maybe 5:36. I have a disciplined lifestyle, so I work during those hours. But at the same time, if someday I'm feeling sleepy, well, I shut down the laptop, go to sleep. So
Yes.
that's how I work at my own pace, and I enjoy my work.
Listen to your body is what I observed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, that's great. I mean, and I also found that you have a bucket list of what you're going to learn.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Really good.
Things will get added. More things will get added. This is not going to reduce.
I think I should come to you a little more often and, catch up with you and figure out what is it that you're doing new, which I don't know.
Shall I tell you something crazy?
Please, yes.
So I was learning this numerology. So the other day I had some people who came to, for some, the cops came for some verification and all that stuff for my daughter, because some paperwork needed to be done for her to travel. So we finished with all the work, and then while he was sitting there, one of the cops, he saw on the wall there was a Reiki symbol.
Okay.
So, oh, you believe in this? So
Yeah.
I said, I've done this, but I don't know too much about it.
Okay.
So he said, yeah, I did a course. So I said, very good. So I said, but I'm not doing this, but I'm, learning numerology. So he said, oh, really? Can you please tell me? This is my date of birth. So then whatever little bit I knew, I sort of told him about it. And that sort of helped to build a bond. It sort of broke the ice, and it built a connect. And I know that, if ever I need help, I can always reach out to him and things like that. So it helps to build bonds. It helps to connect with different people wherever you're traveling, and it's fun.
Yes. And for them, it's a different state of mind when they connect with people outside their work.
Correct.
Too also. I think it's very, very, very interesting. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that as well. So my next question to you is, what are the one or two learnings that you would like to share with our audience before they plan to retire or are likely to retire? So what are the ones from your experience?
What I would like to say is valid for everybody, whether they are young or they are old. Number one, there are no guarantees in life.
Yes.
We tend to take a lot of things for granted. Our health, our families, a lot of stuff we take for granted. The COVID scenario has taught us that today you have a very nice job. Your job, you could lose your job. The company can let you go.
Yes.
And all of a sudden you realize you're the bread earner of the family and you have no other option. Absolutely. There's no backup.
Yes.
So what I would suggest is that number one is to identify what is your passion. Maybe you have a dream. Write it down. Take some steps towards fulfilling your goals. Every day, write down what is the plan of action. So somewhere or the other, have a plan B in place.
Yes.
Second, you also have alternate sources of income. And once you maybe you're a good, you're fond of music, you excel in that. You may get invited over a weekend to play for at a wedding or something like that. So you have another source of income coming in. So identify that, identify what are your strengths, capitalize on them.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe not immediately, but you should start building up something about it little by little. So if and when you need to, you already have things in place. Very, very important. Today, you may have money, but money can go off in a matter of seconds. Right? We've seen what's happening with the stock markets also. Markets have went down. So many people lost money. So there's no guarantee in life. So you have to be well prepared. Whatever best you can.
Wonderful, Sandhya. And I definitely, agree with you, because the pandemic has taught all of us good lessons that we can take and, use them in our day-to-day activities. A final question I want to ask you is, how do you keep in touch with your colleagues and the social environment that you have? How do you manage time to be in touch with all of them?
Oh, I'm very active on social media. So I mean, during the day I'm busy working and all, not too much. But in the mornings, maybe, I'll check my messages on LinkedIn, I'll reply back, I'll post something or the other. I keep in touch. I sort of I'm active on Facebook also, WhatsApp also. Of course, at times social media tends to overwhelm you. So I have, as we get matured, we realize that you have limited bandwidth, you have limited physical energies. You need to do what you want to do.
Yes.
What is your focus? So I keep posting stuff on these various social media networks and all, and that helps me to generate business. I have people who have seen my profile on LinkedIn, and then they approach me that they would like to engage my services, and also that's how it helps. All my clients come through references.
Wonderful.
So I keep in touch with family, my kids. I use WhatsApp calling to talk to my kids in the US, to my family and all that. So that's how it is. That's what really matters. I think, what I probably also need to do is remember, make a note of all my friends. Every week, identify at least 2 people one must connect to.
Yes.
We don't know. Many a times we think, oh, I'll talk to them, and it never really happens.
True.
So very important. You don't know how long, somebody has to live. So it's important that, you keep in touch with people.
Wonderful, Sandhya. I mean, it's great listening to such lovely, important points that you have shared from your life. And I'm sure my audience here would be even more happy to learn from you. And friends, in case you would like to be in touch with Sandhya or me, we will share our details below, and we'll be happy to help you and support you in the way you would like us to. So thank you, Sandhya, once again, and all the best to you into your second career. Thank you.
I'm enjoying it. I should have started earlier. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.